The South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation says law enforcement justifiably used deadly force in 2 shootings with the same suspect earlier this month.
25-year-old Samir al-Badami is in the Minnehaha County Jail tonight. Following his alleged actions on April 1st, he faces a litany of charges, including 6 counts of first-degree attempted murder of a law enforcement officer.
Now, today we heard from South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley about DCI's review of the use of deadly force in Sioux Falls and the Beersford area. KELOLAND's Dan Santella recaps the case.
These photos, newly released by South Dakota's Division of Criminal Investigation, offer us glimpses into a tense situation involving 25-year-old Samir al-Badani.
The information that law enforcement had received was that he was likely using methamphetamine, had a firearm in his waistband, and they had made comments that he wasn't going back to jail alive.
Investigators say Sioux Falls police officers found al-Badani, a parole absconder who was also wanted on different outstanding warrants. Investigators say 2 officers used their car to box in the stolen car al-Badani was driving. Then there was a chase. Al-Badani allegedly fired 2 shots at the officers, striking one of them. This photo, released today, shows the suspect turning his torso and stretching out his right arm. The DCI report says the officer who was hit returned fire toward al-Badani, and so did the other officer.
My findings and the DCI findings are both of those officers were justified in firing their duty weapons. They had use of force used against them. One of the officers was shot in his left arm, and they had every right to return fire at that point and acted appropriately.
Next, investigators say al-Badani stole an SUV and headed south toward the Beersford area.
Law enforcement further learned and identified al-Badani in that stolen vehicle driving south on I-29. A pursuit entailed traveling at speeds of over 100 miles per hour. Eventually it reached a point where his vehicle went off the road right at exit 42 in Union County.
That's where there was another exchange of gunfire. Pictures clearly show al-Badani with a gun in his hand.
Law enforcement's here to serve our communities. They do it well, but when doing so, it's a dangerous job. And on this incident, several officers put their life in danger.
In Sioux Falls, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
Shortly after today's press conference, Jackley told KELOLAND News that he is considering a run for the South Dakota governor's office next year.